Welcome back to TA Cotton Ford Stadium. Tonight, the Greenville Lions open the 2010 campaign against the Little Elm Lobos. Let's talk a little bit, Chuck, about what we've seen so far with the Greenville Lions. You and I have been, against all three scrimmages, the inter-squad scrimmage and then the two scrimmages, the first one against Bishop Lynch 2 weeks ago, and then last week we went to Frisco and watched them scrimmage Frisco Liberty, or Frisco Heritage, I think.
Frisco Heritage, yeah.
And first outing, your thoughts against Bishop Lynch?
Well, Bishop Lynch, you know, it's really what you would have expected for the first scrimmage, I think. Too many mistakes early, and then we got some of them corrected, and quite frankly, we played quite well the second half of the scrimmage. The first half was a little bit sloppy, but you would expect that after working, you know, only a couple of weeks on your skills with a new coach and a new system. So not a lot of concern there, but Bishop Lynch, you know, again, we saw Jeffro throw the ball a little bit. LaJorian Harris is going to be the key running back in the eye, and Jeffro was throwing the ball. As I remember, Cobby Johnson had a few good grabs there. And we all know Cobby from his track days here at Greenville, and if he can get his hands on the ball with a little bit of room to run, there's not very many people in this district that are going to catch him.
I'd like to take a moment just to recognize some of the hospitality that was afforded to us this evening in the press box. I'd like to thank Chick-fil-A, CC Pizza, and Chicken Express for their fine food, for the crews that work up here, not only us, but the PA announcement crew and the other officiating groups that are up here in the press box, and the visiting coaches and our coaches. So we'd like to say thank you to those patrons for sharing their food with us, and we really appreciate that. Well, the teams are gathered in the middle of the field. Captains for tonight is number 7, Michael Risky from Greenville, number 5, the quarterback, Jeffro Davis, and number 9, the aforementioned Cobby Johnson, wide receiver, and free safety, I believe he'll start tonight, are the captains for the Greenville Lions. I can't tell exactly who the captains are yet for Little Elm, but they are meeting Greenville. I think won the toss, and Earl, if I'm not mistaken, did we
Yes,
we deferred, and Little Elm will be receiving the kickoff. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for football once again in Greenville, Texas. And again, Chuck, a lot of excitement. Especially for this first game. We've even been picked the game of the week by Fox 4, and we're looking at the Fox 4 or satellite truck, telecommunications, all set up in the corner of the north end zone, and they'll be doing some broadcasting this game around the area, excerpts of the game anyway.
It is exciting, David. I got some emails earlier this week to get out and vote for the game of the week, and evidently we've got enough votes to be the game of the week, because as you say, Fox 4 and Mike Ducey is here from their sports department they did their broadcast, I know, live at 6 o'clock from here, and we'll be here, I'm sure, taking highlights, so be sure to tune in to Fox 4 and check out the Greenville Lions on the game of the week as we take on Little Elm here. Still plenty of tickets available if you're in the area and have a chance to get out this way. The weather's cooled off a little bit. It's a beautiful night for football, so I invite everyone to come out if you still have time to get here. We haven't kicked the football off yet. We're about a minute away from that. So again, I invite everyone to come on down to TA Cotton Ford Stadium and see this new Greenville Lion group.
Zachary Halverson, number 14, junior kicker, will be the kickoff specialist this year for the Greenville Lions. The ball is placed on the 40-yard line. Little Elm has taken the field, and I'll get the numbers of the return specialists in just a second. They're turned kind of sideways to us, Chuck, and we really can't see who they are, but we'll get their names as the game goes on, probably some of the skill kids. And Greenville Lions are set to kick off. Halverson approaches the ball, and the ball is in the air all the way down to the 10-yard line, fielded by Little Elm at that point. Number 9, Johnson, hits him at the 20-yard line, misses the tackle, and he breaks free. Number 19 from Little Elm, which was Xavier Sanders, a 5'7" senior. Nice kickoff return to the 39-yard line, and that's where Little Elm will set up shop.
That's right, David. He did a nice job, broke that opening tackle by Cobby Johnson, who was down there who could have pinned him in between the 15 and 20-yard line, but he broke that tackle and then had a nice little lane down the right sideline and brought the ball out to the 39-yard line. So Little Elm will start the first drive of the season, 1st and 10 on their own 39.
Little Elm lines up with trips to the left, one back in the backfield. Number 12 is the quarterback, Brandon Dudley. Low snap, inside give, and met by a whole host of lines, including number 28, Zachary Nichols, strong safety. Number 23 is on the tackle, Devontae Buchanan, for a no gain on first down. 2nd and 10. Chuck, not bad for the Greenville defense that time.
Pretty good stop right up there now. The other guy in on that play was 54. That's Jorge Rodriguez from his right tackle spot. He closed that thing down and got the first stop and then got help from his friends.
2nd and 10, the ball resting at the 40-yard line. 2 receivers to each side, one running back and Dudley in the backfield. Dudley's back to pass, throw the ball, bubble screen in the flat, and is met immediately by number 22 from Greenville, Tre'Balis Matthews. Again, actually a loss of about a half a yard. Greenville defense really looks good right now, Chuck.
Yeah, 22 stepped right up there and got the job done. That was that little flare out there in the left flat where they try to break a tackle and gain some yardage, but 22 Matthews was having nothing to do with that, and so we go to 3rd and 8.
Yeah, the gain of 2, I apologize for that. 3rd and 8, ball resting at the 42-yard line of Little Elm. Twins to both sides, one running back in the backfield. Again, pass, bubble route, looking deep, ball thrown and caught by number 1, Daryl Denzame. I don't know if I said that correctly, Denzame. For Little Elm, nice throw and nice catch. Covered pretty well in the secondary by number 7, Michael Risky, but a big gain, enough for the first down. And there was a flag on the play. It looks like it's against Greenville, but it was declined. First down, Little Elm, ball sitting at Greenville's 43-yard line, about a 17-yard pickup.
Yeah, not a bad play there. A little flag route on that one where he took it downfield about 8 or 10 yards and then cut for the corner. Risky was in the area, but the ball was right on the money. He made a nice catch and a first down for Little Elm.
1st and 10, ball resting at the 43-yard line of Greenville. Dudley, quarterback, trips to the left, single receiver to the right, and the ball is blown dead. I believe we're going to have offsides against Little Elm. Well, so far, Little Elm has run 3 plays and gotten a first down, but Greenville looked pretty good on the first 2, Chuck. Very aggressive in the front, the front 7, controlling the run, and but a nice throw to get the first down on the 3rd down. And that's going to be the key, is the 3rd down conversions early in the season for both Little Elm and Greenville.
Sure, we all know those are drive killers. If you can't convert 3rd downs, it usually comes to that in this game. And if you can stop them from converting the 3rd downs, you can usually do pretty well. Conversely, if they make those 3rd down conversions, offensive drives can remain alive.
First down, Twins to both sides. 1st and 10, ball still resting at the 43-yard line. No penalty on the play, just stoppage of play. Again, slip screen outside. Greenville defenders are there. Number 6, very good play by Antoine Burley, coming up from a safety position. Gain of maybe 3 yards that time, and Greenville secondary is really making some nice plays. Looks like Little Elm really wants to throw the ball, but right now Greenville is stiffening up on defense.
Greenville's defensive secondary looked real good on that play. They blocked Matthews over there, 22, the cornerback, and then we got the fill from Burley over there, who made the play.
For 2nd and 8, ball resting at the 41-yard line of the Lions. Twins to one side, tight end set, inside give, little trap play, and a nice hard run by, I think it's number 2, Reed. I'm not sure. I'll get the number just a second.
I think it was number 20, David.
Oh, number 20 from Mars, excuse me. Number 20, Mars, drags a host of lines for about 15 yards and a nice run inside the Greenville 30-yard line. So big gain that time by Little Elm. Ball resting at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10, Lobos driving on the Greenville lines. Ball snap inside, give, fumble on the ground, and loses about 2 yards. Quarterback Dudley lost the handle trying to give it again to Mars. Greenville defense closes down very quickly and loss of about 2.
Loss of about 2 on that. That's the second time we've seen the ball juggled by the quarterback back there, and I'm not sure exactly what's happening, but we've had about 8 snaps in this ball game, and he's juggled 2 of them. So hopefully that's an omen of things to come, and the Greenville Lions can get on one of those.
2nd and 12, ball moved back to the 31-yard line of the Greenville Lions. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right, 1 running back in the backfield, Mars with Dudley. Ball snap, Dudley looking downfield. Blitz coming from Greenville, screen pass, caught in the middle. Number 20, Mars, is loose, breaking to the secondary, and is dumped. And a fumble, and we got a fumble on the play. That time, nice job that time by Lil M with the screen pass, giving it to Mars. Mars is a quick little scat back. Was upended in the secondary by 23, Devontae Buchanan. It was a fumble on the play. Greenville was not able to recover, but a nice hit in the secondary that time.
That's right. They came to play once the running back was hit. The ball came loose, and I guess the referee ruled that he was down, or they recovered the fumble, one or the other.
Looked like Little Elm recovered that ball.
Yeah, Little Elm got it back. Big play right here. 3rd and 4, ball at the 23-yard line of the Greenville Lions. Need a big stop here. Blitz coming inside. Nice job delivery down to about the 18-yard line, and it looks like it's going to be a first down. That was a completion to number 1, Denzimir. Again, just eking past the first down marker, but enough that the ball is still, where the ball now is on the inside of the Greenville 20-yard line at about the 18-yard line.
That's right. He ran a little fade right over here in the flat to the right side, and the ball again was delivered right on the money, and a good catch and a first down for Little Elm.
1st and 10, ball at the 18-yard line. Little Elm driving, handoff inside to Mars, hit quickly, and flag. Usually they might be either offsides or holding, but probably an offsides coming from the side judge. But that time they tried to run the little inside trap that they had success with earlier. Little Elm is signaling against Greenville. Greenville's defense kind of walk around, heads down. It looks like it is going to be on Greenville offsides. So, again, Greenville making the early mistakes right now, starting to hurt them a little bit.
Yeah, that's offside on Greenville. It'll bring out a 1st and 5 from the 13-yard line. With 7 minutes to go in the first quarter, there's no score in this football game. Little Elm has kept the ball the entire football game so far, and they've got a 1st and 5 on Greenville's 13-yard line.
1st and 5, ball at the 13-yard line. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right, quarterback draw, 1 hit and miss. Number 72 from Greenville had a nice shot, Brenton Lane, but Brent was not able to bring him down before he picks up just about 4 yards, almost enough for a first down, bring up 2nd and 1. Nice looking drive by Little Elm, very calm, very composed, taking their time, executing, and just giving what the Greenville defense, or taking what the Greenville defense gives them. But again, Chuck, this has been a pretty impressive drive by Little Elm.
It has been, David. For the first drive of the first football game of the year, it's been very impressive.
2nd and 1, ball resting at the 8-yard line. 2 backs in the backfield, inside power play to number 20, Mars. Mars picks up the first down and drives down to the 5-yard line of the Greenville Lions, which will be 1st and goal when the play is snap from scrimmage. Again, Chuck, nothing fancy that time, just back in the shotgun, 2 running backs on either side, and they just run the power play to the left-hand side, pushes the ball past the first down marker, and 1st and goal at the 5.
1st and goal at the 5 for Little Elm. Again, we've got 6 minutes to go in the first quarter, so half of the first quarter is already gone, and Greenville hasn't touched the football yet. So very impressive so far by the Little Elm Lobos. Now we'll see if they can push it in.
We'll talk more about Little Elm here in just a second, what they did last year. First and goal, roll out, Dudley looking to throw the ball in the end zone. Ball is up, and we got flags down. The ball, I believe, was caught, but it looks like we have pass interference against Greenville.
Offensive pass interference.
Oh, offensive. Whoa, man, Earl, very good. Thank you, and good eyes. It was a 82 receiver called for offensive pass interference, Desmond Fletcher.
It looked like the Greenville guy had position And then he got shoved out of the way by the Little Elm guy who caught the ball.
Well, did a little Michael Irving right there. Michael Irving made millions of dollars doing that same thing, but
Michael never got
away
caught.
with it. So big break for the Greenville Lions. Ball all the way back to the 20-yard line. Huge penalty. First and goal from the 20. So a big break for the Greenville Lions, but they really needed that. Little Elm comes up, twins to either side. Mars in the backfield with Dudley. Spread formation, looking to throw the ball. Throws the ball, the fade pattern. Risky's there. A nice play by Michael Risky to break that up. Just a little floater. Risky came over from his safety position and was able to knock the ball away from Desmond, number 1 of Little Elm. So the veteran secondary back of Greenville, Michael Risky, really made a nice play right there, Chuck.
Very nice play. Timed his jump perfectly. He was right there when the ball got there, and they both went up and both hit the ball, and it fell harmlessly to the ground, and we turn it over to 2nd down and 20 for the Lobos on Greenville's 20-yard line.
2nd and 20, ball resting right on the 20-yard line. Snaps back, looking to throw the inside screen, over his head, and an incomplete pass. That time they were trying to run the little middle screen with the wide receiver coming all the way back into the interior of the line to set up, but we had a little bit of a pass rush on Dudley and had to hurry his throw, and it went over the head of the receiver from Little Elm. So big play right here, Chuck. 3rd and 20.
3rd and 20, 3rd and goal actually.
Well, 3rd and goal from the 20.
From the 20. So yeah, if we can get a stop here, it should be field goal time.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Single back in the backfield with Dudley. Dudley looking to throw the ball, and it's collapsed. The pocket collapsed, and Brenton Lane, number 72, records his first sack of the year, along with number 28. Zachary Nichols in on the tackle, and number 51 from Greenville, Ryan Cole, also in on the tackle. So nice series right there, Chuck, and Greenville really dodges the bullet with the pass interference and keeps them out of the end zone.
Absolutely. Big play by Britton Lane there, and that's a couple. He's been in the backfield mixing things up. Missed one tackle, but he didn't miss that one, and forces a 4th and goal from the 20.
Field goal attempt, a 30-yard field goal attempt by Little Elm. Greenville comes in, and it will be short and off to the side. No good, so Greenville Lions is able to hold off Little Elm. We'll have more Greenville Lions football in 30 seconds. And welcome back to TA Conforth Stadium. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Jeffro Davis as quarterback. LaJordan Harris dotting the I in the tailback. Snap. A lot of confusion that time. Ball was snapped. Little Elm was offsides before the ball snapped. It should end up being a 1st and 5. Little Elm had 2 defenders across the line of scrimmage before the ball was ever snapped. It was a toss play to Harris, but Davis was barely able to get it off. And there was a fumble, but that play was dead before it ever got started, Chuck.
Absolutely. Yeah, the Little Elm guys were a little bit anxious there and got across the line of scrimmage before the ball was even snapped. And then Jeffro tried to get it out to LaJordan Harris, and there was so much traffic back there that the little pitch never quite made it. But no harm in this case. It's 1st down and 5 for Greenville from their own 25-yard line.
4:32 left in the first quarter. Greenville has a 1st and 10 ball, a 1st and 5 ball at the 25-yard line. Davis at quarterback. Give inside to Harris, who fights his way for about 2 yards. Not much there. Greenville's lining up in a power formation with 2 tight ends and a wing back as a lead blocker. So Coach Cooper decided to play it pretty conservative, keep it in tight in here, and just try to get the power running game going.
Yeah, we thought we might see that early. Keep the ball on the ground. Let's get some of the butterflies knocked loose before we get into the whole offensive scheme. And again, we've seen 2 tight ends and a wing back, I formation in the backfield, and pretty much power football so far. One play was a penalty, and that wasn't much on that one, maybe a yard or so. So it sets up as 2nd down and 4 for the Lions from their own 26.
2nd and 4. Davis under center, 2 tight end with the wing to the right. I formation. Again, inside give to Harris. Not much running room. Little Elm is really clogging this up right now, being very aggressive on the defense, and was actually lost a yard. So we're going to back to the original scrimmage, line of scrimmage when this series started, which will end up being 3rd and about 5. So right now, Little Elm standing real tough on their defense. Not a lot of big kids, but a lot of quickness, it looks like, for Little Elm right now. So Greenville, let's see what they do on this 3rd down here, Chuck.
Yeah, not a lot of size on that on the front line for the Little Elm Lobos, but a lot of quickness. and they've ended up in the Greenville backfield a couple of times so far in the first series. But it's 3rd and 5 now, and we see if the Lions can convert.
3rd and 5, double tie formation. Jeff Rowe looking to pass, play action, rolls out, sees a man, and the ball is almost intercepted. The secondary undercut the Greenville receiver. He was trying to find Johnson, number 9, about 15 yards down the field. Johnson was open for a second, and a good jump by the Lobo secondary, and the ball unfortunately falls harmlessly to the turf. So not 3 and out for the first series for the Greenville Lions. So not exactly what Coach Cooper wants, but the game is still early. 2:52 left in the first quarter, 0-0. Greenville punts the ball. The ball hits at the 46-yard line, takes a Little Elm bounce, and Little Elm will set up at the 48-yard line, their 48 line to start this drive. Well, Chuck, looks like Little Elm want to just talk a little bit about them. Last year they were, I believe they were 4-6 or 4-7, but they were actually a playoff team. They got on a roll late in their district and actually made the playoffs, beat the first round. But they do have, I think, 6 offensive and 4 defensive starters back or something like that.
Yeah, that's the numbers. They lost their first 4 football games last year and then won 4 of the last 7. So they ended up actually 4 and 7 for the entire year. Lost to Aledo in the first round of the playoffs.
Little Elm takes over, first down, the 49-yard line inside, give to Mars, big hole up the middle, moves all the way down to the Greenville 37-yard line. That time, nothing fancy, just straight ahead football. And a big gain for Little Elm. Takes the ball, well, like I said, all the way down to the 36-yard line, a gain of 14 yards. Nice running that time by Little Elm. Some missed tackles by the Greenville defense, so we need to tighten up right here.
Yep, he broke the original line of scrimmage and was all the way down to the safety, number 7, before we could get things stopped.
1st and 10, ball resting at the 36-yard line. Little Elm in the 2 tight end formation to decide they're going to run the football. Mars again, tough running, real tough running, all the way down. Another big, huge gain, 13 yards. Great second effort by Mars. Mars is really impressive. Number 20, he's a 5'7", 144-pound junior, but man, he runs like a 200-pounder, just dragging the Greenville Line defenders all the way down the field. And in 2 plays, they've gone almost 30 yards and have moved the ball to the 23-yard line of the Greenville Lions.
He is impressive. He does not go down unless you get enough people on him. So we'll have to get some more helmets on him.
1st and 10, ball resting at the 22-yard line of Greenville. Inside give again to Mars. Nice hole again. Another big gain of about 8 yards. Nothing fancy, just power football coming right off. Little Elm was lining up in a 2 tight end set with 2 wide receivers and 1 running back. So, again, just getting a power package and just pounding us right now inside.
Yeah, a little trap up the middle that time and taken up there by number 20, and he is a tough runner. If he can break that first line, then he does pretty well after that. And he picked up about 8 on that one, 2nd and 2 for the Lobos on the Lions 15.
Again, same formation, 2 tight ends. Inside give to Mars, bounces back. Greenville Lions meet him this time and is able to hold him. I don't think he got the first down. He's real close. But looking with the referees are walking, it looks like he appears to have the first down. That time a little bit better job. Number 23, Devontae Buchanan on the tackle, along with 54, Jorge Rodriguez. But again, enough to get the first down. So Little Elm right back down here, and Greenville's into the field at the 12-yard line. I'm sure Little Elm's thinking, well, we didn't get it last time. We got to get it this time.
Yeah, they'll keep the ball on the ground, you would think, and with a first down on the 12-yard line. They didn't have a lot of success down here throwing it the last time they were here, so you suspect they were going to keep it on the ground.
1st and 10, ball at the 12-yard line. 2 tight end set, 1 running back. Mars is in motion, and we used to call that backfield in motion. It was the penalty. I think there was a song about that. And as soon as that song became unpopular, they changed it to some other name of the running back being in motion. But anyway, offsides against Little Elm. 5-yard penalty marked back to the 17-yard line of Greenville, so get a little break here. 1st and 15 now, Chuck.
That's what hurt them the last time they were down here. As we remember, they were down in the end zone and got that offensive pass interference in the end zone, and that pushed them back from the 5 back to the 20, and they never could recover and get the ball in the end zone. So now they're operating 2nd and 15 from their own 18-yard line.
2nd and 15, 1 tight end to the right, twins to the left. Mars continues to be the single running back. Dudley under center. Inside give to Mars. Nice hard run. Picks up about 5 yards to bring up 2nd and 10. That time, better job by the Greenville defense. Again, number 54, Jorge Rodriguez in on the tackle, along with 23, Devontae Buchanan. Number 51 checks in for Greenville, Ryan Cole at the right tackle spot. Zach Nichols is one linebacker, number 28, along with 23, Buchanan. Risky is playing the free safety right now. Cobby is playing the strong safety. 37 is one cornerback from Greenville, which is, I'll get his number in I'll get his name in just a second. Well, that time, that was almost a disaster in the making. Everybody was looking around except the center for Little Elm. Ball was snapped. Nobody was ready. Greenville defenders were getting set. The quarterback was talking to one of the wide receivers, and the center said, it's time to play football. And just snapped the ball, and they almost had a disaster and lost it.
It was a good snap. You hit him right between the numbers. Unfortunately, the quarterback wasn't ready.
Of course, neither was the Greenville defense.
No, they were not. Well, at the end of the first quarter, the score is 0-0. More Greenville Lions football after these 2 minutes. Beginning of the second quarter, score 0-0. Greenville and Little Elm locked in a real tough battle here tonight. Little Elm having its way so far offensively, but making a lot of mistakes. 3rd and 14, ball resting at the 15-yard line of Greenville Lions. Dudley back to pass, ball slow, snap on the ground. Has to get it out in a hurry. Greenville giving chase. And again, 3rd down conversion does not pay off, and Greenville holds once again, Chuck. Not too bad.
Not too bad defensively when they get backed up. This is the old bend but don't break theory, and so far they've been a couple times, but no breakage so far. Little Elm suffering by self-destruction, so to speak, a couple of penalties in key areas, and the inability of the center to get the ball to the quarterback has been a problem for them. So it looks like they're going to set up for a field goal here with a 4th down and about 14 from the 15-yard line, so about a 32-yard attempt for number 39 for Little Elm.
Little Elm lines up in field goal formation. The ball is snapped, placed down, kick is up, and it looks like it is good. And it is good, and the score with 11:50 in the second quarter is Little Elm 3, Greenville nothing. We'll be back with more Greenville Lions football in 1 minute. Welcome back to T8 Cotton Stadium. The ensuing kickoff, Johnson has the ball, brings it all the way up to the 34-yard line. Nice return that on the kickoff from the field goal, successful field goal by Little Elm. And Johnson brings the ball up to the 34-yard line. So nice return that time by Johnson. Greenville will set up 1st and 10 at the 34. Earl, you got some stats for us real quickly while Greenville gets ready to run this play from scrimmage?
Real quick, Greenville had the ball for 1 possession. They had 3 plays, no yards gained in the first quarter, and Little Elm, 19 plays, 92 yards. They held the ball for 9 minutes and 57 seconds.
1st and 10, ball sitting at the 34-yard line, pitch back to Harris. Harris breaks the tackle, but can't break the second wave of defenders and is thrown for about a 2-yard loss. Again, Little Elm doing a very good job on defense, getting a lot of penetration in a hurry, Chuck, and it's really hard for the Greenville runners to get loose.
It is, and they're pretty well coached on defense. Again, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but, boy, they sure do get after it up there. And there's an awful lot of white shirts running around in the backfield of the Greenville Lions, so we got to have to figure out a way to, to get by that sort of thing. Maybe some quick hitters or some misdirection or something like that, catch these guys off guard. Again, I think if we can get some of our folks loose, we're going to be okay. We just got to do that.
Well, just need to stay patient right now. 2nd and 10, ball at the 34-yard line, no gain last snap. Davis still quarterback, Harris still the running back, and looks like can't tell who the
delay of game on Greenville.
Must have taken too long to get the play in. Sure didn't seem that way. 5-yard penalty marked off against Greenville. Bring up 2nd and 15. Johnson checks in now with the play. Greenville staying with the I formation. Davis checking in. Davis is a quarterback. LaJorian Harris, number 2, is the tailback tonight. Greenville comes up to the line of scrimmage. Two tight end set. Johnson is a single wide out to the right. I formation. Bootleg. Nice throw. And, number 12 drops the ball. Zachary Hayes. Nice job that time by Jeffro Davis. Had a man coming on a blitz in a hurry. He let the ball go just a little early, but number 12, Zach Hayes should have had that ball, should have held on. That would have been a big play, Chuck, on that one. That would have been about a 10-yard gain right there on that bootleg.
That would have got us out of a hole, David. That was a good throw under a little bit of pressure back there. It was a little bootleg to this side of the field, to his right side, and the guard didn't seem to get there. Just got there in the nick of time to peel off the Little Elm defender, and he threw it out there right in the hands, and we should have had a reception.
3rd and 15, Davis back to throw. And the ball's thrown deep to number 9, Johnson, who catches the ball down the sidelines, running all the way down to the 4-yard line goes Cobby Johnson. Woo! We saw a little bit of that last week against Frisco, and I guess it was time to bring the cork out and pop the champagne. We almost got a celebration right there. Nice job by Davis. Hit Johnson at about the 30-yard line. The defender was just behind him, made a shoestring tackle, and was able to bring him down at the 5-yard line. But a big play for the Greenville Lions.
67 yards.
Woo! If we see a little bit more of that, that'll keep a secondary honest. Won't be able to come up and crowd us like they wanted to do. Greenville, 1st and 5, or 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. I formation. Davis back, hands the ball off to Harris. Harris is hit quickly in the backfield for a loss of 2 yards. So, again, Little Elm is just coming off the corners. They're just sending their really look like they're sending their safeties off the edge and going to put a lot of pressure on Greenville as quick as they can.
Yeah, they are. They don't want that sort of thing that we just saw in the last play, where there's enough time to pitch the football out to one of our athletes and watch him run. And Cobby Johnson, as we mentioned before, is the sprint champ in the district, and, boy, he almost took it all the way to the house that last time.
Unbalanced line to the right for Greenville. 2 tight end set, 3 in the backfield. Give inside to Harris. Harris trying to drive but not able to get much there. A lot of congestion inside. Barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Again, Little Elm, man, is being very stubborn on the defense.
Little Elm stiffened up there, and, there's not much of a threat of a deep ball down here when you're on your own 7 or 8 yard line. So Little Elm has really crowded the line of scrimmage and has shut down a couple of plays in a row. Coach Cooper's going to have to look for something else in the playbook. That delay stuff up the middle is just not going to work in this area of the football field.
Unbalanced to the right. 1 tight end and receiver over. 3 in the backfield. Toss this time to Harris. Harris slips and again is thrown for another loss. So Greenville offense is really struggling. Flag down at the 7-yard line from the side judge on Little Elm. Not sure what the call is going to be. We'll get this here. We'll get this call in just a second.
Well, the official's facing backwards, so.
Offsides, Greenville.
Legal procedure.
So, again, Greenville getting in prime scoring opportunity, but not able to capitalize. So, got the big break with the big pass play, but not able to establish any consistency with the running game. And right now it's really hurting Greenville. They're still in the ball game, though. It is early. The call is declined, which will bring up 4th down. So this will be 4th and goal from about the 8-yard line, and it looks like Greenville is going to set up for a field goal attempt. Again, number 14, Zachary Halverson, will be doing the kicking chores for Greenville. The ball will be placed at the 19-yard line. So it looks like the 14-yard line, so a 24-yard field goal attempt. Kick is on its way, and it is good. So with 8:43 left, Greenville and Little Elm are tied 3-3. More Greenville Lions football in 2 minutes. 8:43 in the second quarter. Score tied 3-3. Greenville and Little Elm. Halverson lined up to kick the ball from the 40-yard line. Nice kick. Ball high kick. Ball carried all the way to the 5-yard line. Taken there by Little Elm. Number 20 overruns the – I couldn't see who made that tackle. Number 20 was down there quick and overran it. I think number 9, Cobby Johnson, actually made the tackle at the 25-yard line. So nice coverage that time by the Greenville kickoff team.
It was nice coverage by especially Cobby. I was watching him on that play, and he got down there, sealed off the perimeter he had contained. He sealed the perimeter, the back cut to the inside, and then Cobby just proceeded inside and made the tackle anyway.
Yeah,
so really good job by Cobby on that one.
Number 20, Andre Hightower for Greenville was down there quickly to force the change of direction. 1st and 10, ball resting at the 26-yard line of Little Elm. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left, tight end, motion inside and an inside give. Flags all over the place. Play stop. Looks like we're going to have illegal procedure against Little Elm this time. Earl, you got any stats on that Greenville drive? It was quick and one pass play basically. But
Well, you just caught me at the wrong time.
Oh,
so,
I'm sorry.
So you have to give me a second here. So.
Okay. Well, we'll go back
So
to the
that last drive was 7 plays, 55 yards. Of course, the big play was the 67-yard pass play down the sideline. I think pretty much every other play was backwards or no gain.
Okay. 1st and 15, ball back at the 20-yard line. Dudley at quarterback, Twins to both sides. Mars at running back. Sprint out to the right. Looks downfield. Nice throw all the way up to the 38-yard line. That time a little drag play by number 19 from Little Elm, Xavier Sanders. This Dudley throws the ball pretty well, Chuck. He's got a nice, easy action.
He does. He puts the ball right on the numbers. He's not super fancy, but he does put the ball right on the numbers. And that was a nice little, what we used to call a flag route by 19. The inside receiver took it about 10 yards, cut towards the corner, and the ball was right on the time.
1st and 10, ball at the 38-yard line of Little Elm. Number 5 is at quarterback and throws a screen out to the flat. And nice play that time. One-handed tackle on number 19, Sanders. And that was number 7, Michael Risky, making a very timely play from his safety position. They had the screen set up, but Risky was able to get around the block and get him down with only about maybe a 1-yard gain. So nice play by Michael Risky.
Yeah, hardly anything on that one. That was a good play by Risky.
And it looks like we're having a timeout. I'm not sure who called the timeout, but we do have a timeout on the field, so we'll take a timeout for the 30-second commercial and be right back with more Greenville Lions football. First and 10. New quarterback and puller, number 5 for Little Elm. Scrambles to the left, breaks back to the right in the Greenville secondary and run out of bounds all the way down to the 45-yard line of Greenville. Wow, man, this young man is sophomore, 5'8", 158-pound sophomore quarterback, and boy, he can run. It's more like a running back than a quarterback.
He's a little jitterbug. That play was designed to go to the left. Everything was all clogged up there, so he planted his foot, turned it back, and ran around the backside to the right, and picked up about 12 or 14 yards on it. First down for Little Elm.
First down, Little Elm. Ball resting at the 44-yard line of the Greenville Lions. Pull them at quarterback. Twins to either side. One running back, number 7 inside, running hard, breaking tackles. And that is number 7, Bryant Johnson. So it looks like in the second quarter they're bringing in another set of skills position, both quarterback and the running back. And these guys are about as good as the first two.
They really are. Maybe Little Elm's figured it out that, we run out of gas in the second half, so let's keep people fresh. It's a totally new set of backs back there, and so far so good for Little Elm.
Pickup of 9, 2nd and 1, ball resting at the 35-yard line of the Greenville Lions. Tight end to the right, Twins to the left, one running back in the backfield. Pull him again, hands off to number 7, who quickly scoots around. We got a flag down in the backfield, maybe a hold. Number 7 again, Johnson, running free in the Greenville secondary. Little Elm having their way right now with the Greenville Lions as far as their running game, and Greenville really has not been able to stop them all evening.
We got a hold down there, David, on the outside, on the right side. Not sure exactly who, but it's going to cost them 10 yards and eliminate a pretty good play. So it's probably going to turn out to be about 3rd and maybe a second and about 11.
Big break for the Greenville Lions. Actually, Johnson had gotten all the way down to about the 22-yard line before he was dragged down the Greenville secondary. But with the holding penalty, like as you said, Chuck, brings up 2nd and 11. Ball moved back to the 45-yard line of Greenville, so big break. Twins to the right, tight end to the left. Pullum looks to throw the ball, way overthrown, and it falls harmlessly to the Greenville secondary. A really late flag, and I cannot believe they're going to call unnecessary runners to give Greenville.
Well,
he was nudged by Colby Johnson. Is that what they're going to call?
Well, I thought I saw a grab by the Greenville defender as the receiver went by, but
the ball was already on the ground before the flag ever came out. I don't know what this could be, but it's.
yeah, I saw the Little Elm player kind of jerk like he had been grabbed on his arm as he was getting ready to go for the catch. So I guess that's what they called.
Okay, well, it looks like it's going to be illegal contact. I'm not sure how big the penalty is going to be. But Little Elm looks like they're going to get the yardage back. The penalty is going to go all the way down to the 30-yard line and will be an automatic first down. So 1st and 10 for Little Elm on the illegal contact penalty. Little Elm has twins to the left, tight end, and a split receiver to the right. Johnson in the backfield with Pullum, the new quarterback. Ball is snapped. Quarterback keeper. Big hole, big play, picks up about 10 yards. Ball moves all the way down to the 20-yard line, almost 10 yards exactly, Chuck.
Yep, right on it. And again, a pretty impressive drive by these Little Elm Lobos. They shoot themselves in the foot occasionally with penalties and things like that and errant snaps, but so far pretty impressive show offensively by Little Elm. They're moving the football. It's first down and 10 on the Greenville 20, so we'll see if they can push it in the end zone.
1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Pullum the quarterback. Inside give. Big hole opens up. Pullum's off to the races. One man to beat. Gets into the Greenville secondary and moves all the way down to the 7-yard line. So Little Elm just gashing the Greenville defense right now. And it looked like Greenville just really getting manhandled right now in the line of scrimmage.
They are. There's a lot of big holes up there and a little scat back at quarterback. He's only about 150 pounds, but he puts his mind to it. He can get after it a little bit, and they faked the handoff, and he took it misdirection to the other side, and there was nobody over there. Took it for about 13 yards and a first down and goal for Little Elm from the 7.
6:28 left in the third quarter. Little Elm driving. Ball on the 7-yard line.
Second quarter.
What'd I say?
You said third quarter.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in second quarter. I'm Twins to the left. Handoff inside to number 7. Greenville linebacker misses him. Sprint to the end zone and will be forced out at the 2-yard line. Zachary Nichols, number 28, had him for really about a 2-yard loss and was able to run out of his grasp, number 28 linebacker, and sprinted all the way up to the 2-yard line, 5-yard gain that time. So this is 2nd and 2. Again, Greenville trying to hang in there, but Little Elm doing a good job with their offensive line and really manhandling Greenville right now.
Pretty good up front with the offensive line. A couple little scat backs in the backfield. Now they're in the eye and the quarterback's under center. So
power play inside. Greenville stiffens up and able to get a stop at about the 2-yard line. So really for no gain. So big play coming up right here, 3rd and 2. Greenville has been pretty good down here at the goal line. They've been able to keep them out so far. Little Elm's been down here several times, but Greenville has been able to rise to the occasion, so we'll need a big stop here to force another field goal attempt.
Yeah, this is a big one here, 3rd and about 2 yards to go for the touchdown. And we'll see if Greenville can hold and force them to a field goal attempt.
3rd and goal, ball at the 2-yard line, pull him back in the spread formation, 2 tight ends. Pull decide to keep it himself and walks easily into the end zone for the touchdown. So 5:39 left. Little Elm goes up 9-3 with the extra point attempt to come. But, boy, I'll tell you what, Little Elm made it look easy that time, Chuck.
Yes, they did, and they stayed in that spread offense. I don't understand the eye on the second down play down there, but they went back to the spread offense and they put those 2 little speedy backs in there, and both of them could have scored on that one because there was holes on both sides of the line. So a pretty impressive drive for the Lobos. And here's the attempt for the extra point.
Extra point attempt, snap, hold, and kick, and it is good. So with 5:39 left, the score is Little Elm 10, Greenville 3. More Greenville Lions football in 2 minutes. 5:39 left. The ensuing kickoff after the Little Elm scored the touchdown. Short kick, Greenville up back, feels it at the 32-yard line, is hit as he catches the ball, not taken to the ground, but there was contact made. A lot of Greenville fans wanted
Well, he did call a fair catch.
yeah, wanted the penalty, but did not get it. So the Greenville Lions will take over at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. So, Earl, you have – well, I digress.
Yeah.
I did not see the flag down. They did get the call. A big penalty, 15-yarder, moves the ball all the way to the 45-yard line. But, Earl, as we were saying, did you have any stats for that last Lobo drive?
That last drive, 9 plays, 74 yards, 3 minutes and 4 seconds. 7 of those plays were on the ground for 57 yards, and pulling with a 2-yard touchdown run.
Okay. 1st and 10, the ball at the 45-yard line of Greenville. Greenville comes out in the I formation, 2 split on either side, and a tight end. Davis is in trouble, throws the ball. Nice catch by Sellers, number 11. Boy, I tell you what, Davis was under a lot of pressure. I mean, it looked like a jailbreak out there, man. But he kept his cool, used his athleticism, and threw a nice strike to number 11 from Greenville. I get his name. I believe his name is Sellers. Number 11,
Yeah,
Shea Sellers. And a big play for 9 yards, 2nd and 1. Boy, that was really a welcome sight. 2nd and 1. Greenville comes out the I formation. Ball resting at the 46-yard line of Little Elm. An option play this time to Davis. Davis can't get outside. Try to duck it in, jump, and then try to jump the corner on the left, but no running room at all out there for the Greenville Lions. I tell you, not Longview, but Little Elm has really kept us in check as far as the running game is concerned.
Little Elm can really run on defense. That's why they've got a bunch of linebackers playing up front, and then linebackers backing them up, and all 5 or 6 of those front guys can run. And they do pursue the football, and there just haven't been any running lanes for Greenville.
Yeah, Greenville only has 7 carries for -8 yards so far.
That won't sit well, Coach Cooper. 3rd and 2, again inside blitz, and it looked like Harris was going to get loose and had a little bit of room. And again, the defense from Little Elm just collapses all around Harris. Picked up maybe a half a yard, and it's going to leave us with a 4th and about 1.5 yards. But boy, I keep wanting to say Longview Lobos, but Little Elm Lobos.
God, let's not have those guys.
Yeah, really playing tough right now, and just really stuffing the Greenville Lions right now. And the offensive line is struggling against the quicker Longview. I'm going to say it again. Now I've got started. Little Elm defense.
That time, yeah, they met him at the line of scrimmage, and there was 4 white shirts dragging him down. So, a lot of people at the party that time, and unfortunately 4 of them had white shirts on and only 1 red shirt. So we're going to go for it, looks like, here on 4th and 2.
Yeah, Greenville lines up to go for it. Little Elm calls a timeout, so we'll see what Greenville will do on this next snap. Will we punt it or we'll go for it? But right now, let's take a 30-second timeout and return to Greenville Lions football. 4 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Little Elm standing tough right now, able to thwart Greenville every time they threaten to either get a score or a first down on their side of the football field. Greenville is lining up as if to go for it on a 4th and about 2. They've had a lot of trouble tonight running the football. But again, Greenville lines up in the I formation. Harris back deep at the tailback. Jeffro Davis as quarterback. Goes back to throw the ball, looking downfield. Throws the ball again to Sellers. And the ball falls incomplete at the 27-yard line. So Greenville will give up the play on down. Sellers was open, just not a real good throw that time from Davis, as he has thrown pretty well early in the game.
Yeah, that one wasn't as good as the others we've seen, but it was in the area, and it was at least a chance to catch it. It wasn't the greatest route in the world. I'm not sure if they weren't in sync on it or what happened, but Jeffro threw the ball to the outside, and Sellers looked like he wanted the ball on the inside. So maybe there was a sync problem. In fact, Coach has got them both down there talking to him. So
yeah.
My suspicion is it was a missed route, either on the quarterback's part or on the wide receiver's part. We don't know.
Okay, 1st and 10, ball resting at the 47-yard line of Little Elm. two receivers to each side. Fumble in the backfield, and I think Greenville has it. And Greenville does recover the fumble. Big break for the Greenville Lions all the way back to the 34-yard line. That time, Pullum was the quarterback, and Johnson was the running back, the same ones we had seen that caused a lot of problems for Greenville that last drive. And they were not able to connect on the handoff and they fumbled the ball, and as they were trying to scramble to pick it up, there was a scramble for it, and a scrum developed. And people who know what rugby is know what a scrum was, and Greenville came out with the ball. So Greenville gets a big break and sets up on the about the 34-yard line of Little Elm. First and 10, Greenville in the I formation. Davis gets inside the trap, and Greenville breaks the trap. Number 3 from Greenville, Austin Martin, the fullback. Big play, about a 12-yard gain. And Chuck, you were talking about the quick hitter that had worked well early in the season. And again, it worked to Greenville's advantage, the quick trap that time.
We're going to see some more of that, I'm sure. That's the fullback trap right up the middle, hits very quickly. Not enough time for the defensive people to react to it. And a big pickup and a first down to the 20 of Little Elm. We're going to see some more of that, I'm sure. Coach Cooper's not going to let these guys run to the football all night long.
First and 10, ball at the 20-yard line of Little Elm. Quick screen out to the side to Johnson. Johnson just about gets cranked up and is cut down after about a 5-yard gain. Looks like Johnson might have taken that one to the end zone if he could have gotten back past that cornerback that time.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to be that cornerback out there with it staring at him with a football in his hands one-on-one, but a very nice tackle in the open field by 24 out there for Little Elm, and that's a pretty good job by their cornerback. But a pickup of about 3 positive yardage, and we haven't seen a lot of that in the first half, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, Coach Phillips ran that play quite a bit, just to stand up, throw it in the flat, and get what you can.
Yep, try to get your athlete loose on somebody and break a tackle and go the distance.
2nd and 7, inside handoff this time to LaJorian Harris, and again, not much there. Little Elm able to break and crash through the offensive line of the Greenville Lions for no gain. That's actually a loss of 2. Will bring up 3rd and 9. So again, Little Elm, every time Greenville gets close or gets something going, they're able to rise defensively and shut the Greenville Lions down.
Yes, they are. They're pretty quick up front, and again, Greenville's having a tough time holding their blocks long enough to let those plays develop to the deeper eye back there. So, we're thinking quick hitters, some misdirection. I look for them to throw the football on this play.
3rd and 9, ball resting at the 19-yard line of Little Elm. Play action pass. Davis looks back, throws the ball complete. Down to the 2-1, touchdown Greenville Lions. Number 16 from Greenville, I believe. Am I correct, Chuck? Is it 17?
16.
Anthony Rios takes on the bootleg, is playing the fullback, takes the fake trap, goes into the flats, catches the ball about the 7-yard line, and just burrows his way inside for the touchdown. Nice job by Jeffro Davis that time, executing the bootleg and hitting the fullback Rios right in stride, and he did the rest and took it all the way in. Boy, a big break for the Greenville Lions with 2 minutes left in this ball game.
No question about that, David. Real cool by Jeffro back there. Didn't get flustered, was chased and pitched the ball and a touchdown.
Point after attempt is on his way, and it is good. And with 1:57 left in the ball game, we have a tie. Greenville 10, Little Elm 10. More Greenville Lions football in 2 minutes. Welcome back. 1:48 left. Kickoff by the Greenville Lions. Returned all the way back by Little Elm to Greenville's 44-yard line. Nice kickoff return that time. Little Elm has got some young men that can run, really run, and they're showing the speed that time on that kickoff return. So with 1:48 left, Little Elm is going to be looking to try to get ahead back in this game. They've really dominated the Greenville Lions, but again, our Lions have been able to stand tough. And it's still in this ball game, tied 10-10. In just a second, we'll get to Earl with the stats for that last Greenville touchdown drive. Ball, as I said, is resting at the 44-yard line. First and 10. Little Elm still has Pullum as a quarterback. Break out with twin receivers to each side. One back spread. Ball is snapped. Pullum looking to run. Breaks to the outside. Nice block by Little Elm. Takes it all the way down. About 11-yard gain to the 34-yard line of Greenville. Well, I'll tell you what, Greenville's defensive ends, I don't know where they are, but they are not keeping any containment. I don't know if they're just not reading properly or watching their keys, but they're nowhere to be found. In the outside linebackers, they're supposed to be protecting the perimeter.
No, not especially on that one where the fake goes up the middle and then the quarterback takes it to the outside on the opposite side. That defensive end linebacker over there has got to stay home and bring that thing back to the middle where he can get some help. And it just hasn't been happening, and coach has got to get that stopped.
Okay, we have a timeout on the field. Greenville takes a timeout to get their defense set. So with that, we'll be back with more Greenville Lions football in 30 seconds. One minute and 42 seconds is all remains in the first half of this nail-biter between the Greenville Lions and the Little Elm Lobos. Little Elm has got the ball all the way down to the Greenville 33-yard line and threatening to score again. Tonight, Greenville's really had a tough time, really on both sides of the ball, but have been scrappy, and due to some big plays and some determination, have been able to stay in the game. But again, Little Elm is looking to drive with a polished offense. They break out with three receivers to the left, one to the right, one back spread. Pullum is the quarterback. Number 5, a sophomore. And Greenville gives inside to Johnson. Johnson is taken down after about a 1-yard gain. So one of the better plays tonight of the defense, Chuck. Mm-hmm. Actually, about a 2-yard loss.
That's a big play by Britton Lane over there, the left defensive tackle for Greenville. Held his ground in there and grabbed a bunch of white shirts and sorted them out until he got to number 20 who had the football. Made a nice stop there for no gain.
1:14 left in the half. Greenville trying to hang on to a 10-10 tie, not let Little Elm get any more ahead of them. Ball sitting at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 12. Sprint out pass. Little Pullum looks to throw. Pass is complete in the side or in the flat. Nice job that time by the Greenville defense. Reacts very quickly. The pass was thrown to number 88 of Little Elm, which was Lamont West, and taken down quickly by number 21. And do we have another timeout, Earl?
It looks like we do. I was trying to figure out what was going on down there, but yep.
And anyway, Wheat was taken down by number 21, Justin Castleberry. So again, we have another timeout. So I think we'll go ahead and Earl, let's go ahead and stay with the broadcast because they're going to take these timeouts and get the play going pretty quickly. But let's talk about that Greenville touchdown drive just a second ago.
Well, of course, the touchdown drive, the key play, of course, was the fumble that gave Greenville a short field. They only had to go 34 yards. It took them 4 plays. And, very nice catch and run by number 16, Anthony, I lost the rest
Rios.
of his name, Rios. And, put Greenville on the board and tied the game up. So, real glad to see that.
Again, there's a timeout on the field. I'm kind of surprised the referees are letting them have as much time as they are. But I did talk to a friend of mine that actually a gentleman named Wesley Lucas is one of my staff members at Greenville Middle School and referees in the evening. And he said that the referees are encouraged to give them an extra 30 seconds to a minute on every timeout, especially in the early part of the season while kids are getting in shape and needing a little bit more water. So I think that's what they were doing there. Play is about ready to resume. 3rd and 7 for Little Elm. Ball resting at the 29-yard line. Greenville. Pullum looking to pass. Pressure on Pullum. Pulls up. Pass is caught at the 12-yard line. And Little Elm easily walks in for the touchdown. Number 19 for Little Elm, Xavier Sanders, caught the ball at the 12-yard line and walked in very easily. I'm not sure who the cornerback was on that side. It's number 37 from Greenville, but I do not see that name and number listed. But he really didn't know where he was. Yeah. Or was it 30?
No, 37 is Anthony Davis.
Okay, Anthony Davis. And that Anthony got caught up in the lights, I guess, and was a cornerback on that side, responsible for that wide receiver, but Chuck, he had no idea what was going
No,
on.
they actually flushed the quarterback, did a good job to make him move, and 19 just sat there in the flat and waited.
Penalties down on the PAT attempt.
That'll be offsides on Greenville, I'm sure, and I bet they decline it.
And I think it was Davis again that was offsides.
Well, he was a little couple yards further out. He wanted to get a head start there.
And it is offsides against Greenville. Little Elm might think about, I know you say never take points off the board, but they're going to decline it and keep the 1 point. So with 42 seconds left, Little Elm jumps back on top, and the score is 17-10. So we'll have more Greenville Lions football in 1 minute. 42 seconds left in the first half. Little Elm 17, Greenville 10. Little Elm set to kick off. Ball at the 40-yard line, squib kick, picked up and down immediately at the 36-yard line by one of the Greenville upbacks. And I can't see number 3, the fullback, Austin Martin, takes the ball, covers it up very wisely, and keeps a little bit of time on the clock. So Greenville will set up 1st and 10 at its own 36-yard line with 41 seconds left. Greenville's offense trots out on the field. Davis has stayed at quarterback the whole evening. And number 2, LaJordan Harris, continues to be the tailback. He's had a really rough night, just not able to get anything going in the running game. Little Elm has done a good job of keeping us contained defensively. Looking at the defense, I thought tonight, Chuck, we might be able to do something. They're not real big, but they're pretty quick and very well coached.
They are. They play their positions and they can move.
Davis takes the ball out, sprint out pass, and sprints out and throws the ball downfield to number 9, Johnson. The ball is almost intercepted and falls harmlessly to the turf as Johnson and Sellers both in the general area. But that time they're bringing their defensive end so quick off the line of scrimmage and just cratering them in that Davis, his protection doesn't even have time to set up before he has a defender in his face.
No, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw back there and has actually done quite well for the limited amount of time he's had to throw. He's been under pressure every time.
Yeah.
Been able to deliver the football. That last one wasn't the greatest pass, but for the majority of the time he's thrown the ball very well.
Again, same play. This time a little bit better protection. Throws the ball deep to Johnson. Johnson almost makes the catch, but it would have been out of bounds if he had made the catch. Ball thrown down at about the 40-yard line of Little Elm, but went too far outside. And Johnson comes up limping a little bit, but I think he'll be okay. A warm night, first game, you got to think a little bit about conditioning, and hopefully the players will hydrate themselves at halftime and not cramp up.
That's right. That's always a worry in the first couple of games of the season when it's so hot. Cramps and dehydration and all that stuff goes together. Hopefully the Greenville Lions kids are going to be okay. Cobby was limping a little bit and looked like maybe a tight muscle. And he's limping a little bit coming out here to the right-hand side, but only 35 seconds till halftime. He can get a little break and get some water and maybe get that leg loosened up a little bit.
3rd and 10, Twins to the right, slow snap, and a bobble by Davis. He's able to recover, tucks it up, and gets about 5 yards up the middle, just protecting the ball, which will bring up 4th and about 6 with 29 seconds left in the half. Again, Greenville just really having a tough time on on the offense night. Little Elm just bottling them up. Every time they get a little bit of something going, they're able to shut them down. So Greenville's offense has really had some tough sledding this evening.
It's been tough out there, although, respectable for the first half. We're only down 7 points with 29 seconds to go. And again, we remind you the last couple of years we played these guys, it's been close at halftime. And Greenville has managed to put them away pretty easily in the second half. So hopefully history will repeat itself. It has the last couple of years. But this Little Elm team looks like it's in better condition and maybe a little bit better coach than it has been in the past.
Yeah, this is not the same Little Elm team that we've seen in the past. They're playing good football. They're playing very disciplined football. They look like they know what they're doing. Well, it looks like Coach Cooper's that says, let's go for this. So, I take that back. I thought they were going to go for it on 4th down, but the punt team does trot out there. I was going to say, he's going to throw everything to the wind, but not the case. Michael Risky sets up as the punter, standing on his own 25-yard line. Greenville in punt formation. Good snap. Risky gets a pretty decent kick. Ball carries to about the 35, takes a Greenville roll, and goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line of Little Elm. So not a bad punt that time.
No, pretty good punt. No return. Kicked it towards the corner and hit about the 35-yard line, rolled another 10 yards. So now Little Elm has 75 yards to negotiate if they're going to do it in the last 20 seconds of the first half. They lead the Lions 17-10 with 20 seconds to go in the first half of the football game.
1st and 10 and ball at the 25-yard line. I looked for Little Elm maybe to take a shot or two down the field, and they got a pretty quarterbacks throw the ball pretty well, and they got some receivers that can go get it. So let's look for a deep throw here. Ball almost on the ground. Pulling back a quarterback, scrambles, turns one way, turns the other, given chase by Greenville Lions, snaking through the Greenville defense and is able to be brought down by number 21, Castleberry, the linebacker, but not after about a 13-yard gain. Boy, this guy looks looks a lot like A.D. Dennis did for us the last couple of years. Very shifty, very quick. Would rather run the ball than throw it.
Yeah, he looks like he's looking for an adventure out there. How many of these guys can I run by?
And run around.
But he is shifty, just a sophomore and not a very big kid. He's only 150 pounds in the program, and that looks about right.
Time running off the clock, 5-4. Little Elm trying to get one more play off. Pulling back, throws the ball deep. And the ball is intercepted by Risky on the last play of the half. Risky still up on his feet, running, nice block. And the play is still live. Risky at the 50, down to the 45 of Greenville, and is going to be brought down. But I tell you what, Greenville wanted to make it exciting at the end. A couple of nice bodies flying around, some nice blocks by the Greenville defense, and Risky looked like he was going to have a chance for a second to get something out of that, but is brought down at the 45-yard line. So with halftime in the books, the score is Little Elm 17, Greenville 10. Little Elm kicks the ball off the Greenville Lions. The ball rolls rolls to the sideline. It's picked up by number 2, LaJorian Harris, the tailback, and he comes across the field and is able to only get back to the 18-yard line of Greenville. So not a bad job of kicking the ball. Some pretty good strategy that time by Little Elm, getting it right down the sidelines and forcing Harris back into the middle of the defense. So Greenville will take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 18. LaJorian ran about 30 yards that time and gained about 2. So he brought it all the way across from the far side of the field, his left, all the way to the right hash mark before they got him down, and only got about 2 yards of forward progress. So we'll start the second half on the 18-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Lions.
1st and 10, ball at the 18-yard line, Greenville line. Davis under center. Option play. And Davis breaks a big option and goes all the way out to the 36-yard line. Nice job by the Greenville Lions offensive line, and nice read that time by Davis. There is a flag down. The flag was thrown right when the play started. Davis is motioning. It's against Little Elm.
Yeah, they had their left tackle on defense looked like he jumped in there. I don't think he was coerced. I think it's on Little Elm, and it is. So they'll decline that penalty and take the gain, which was about, I guess 16 yards on the play, something like that.
Yeah, nice option play that time.
Very nice option. Got Jeff Rod there on the corner, and he took it for about 16 yards. Sets up a 1st down for the Lions on the 36-yard line.
One thing I want to comment on, David, is the nice-looking uniforms the Lions have tonight.
Yeah, we'll talk about those in a second, Earl. You are exactly right. 1st and 10, ball at the 36-yard line of the Greenville Lions. Big play by Davis that last one. Davis again gives it to Harris in the middle. Harris breaks this time, is able to pick up about 7 yards. So, boy, it looks like halftime was good for the Lions. We picked up about 20 yards rushing on 2 carries, and I don't know if we had that much the whole first half. But right now the Lions are playing very inspired football. Pick up about 5 yards that time, Chuck.
Absolutely, yeah. That's a couple of good plays right in a row. Maybe the offensive line got a little inspiration at halftime. And we do need to do a shout out to those guys as well too, and I'll stick that in here in the next few minutes.
2nd and 5, ball at the 41-yard line of Greenville line. Davis takes the ball. Harris dots the I. Running room for Harris. Harris breaks and gets a 1st down. There's a flag on the play. Nice run that time. Harris picks up about 10, 12 yards. Boy, This looks like the Greenville of old right now.
Yeah, this looks like the I formation we used to see, not what we saw in the first half where, there were no running lanes. Would we get a hold there,
Yeah.
offensive holding?
Yeah, I got an offensive holding. Boy, Greenville gets some momentum going, and things are going their way. And, boy, that old ugly holding penalty rears his head and bites the Greenville Lions. So wipe out a 10-yard gain for Harris, and let's move it back to about the, I don't know, Chuck. We're going to go back
Maybe
to about the 36-yard line or so.
Probably something like that, maybe a little bit further back,
Yeah.
34 it looks like where he's going to put it down.
The
33, call it.
33-yard line.
So we're going to go 2nd and 13 from the Greenville 33, but 3 nice running plays right in a row. Boy, this looks different than we saw in the first half.
3rd and 13, ball resting at the 33-yard line of Greenville. I formation, too tight, wide receiver left. That time Greenville jumps, play offside, so a lot of mistakes right now. But, I like what Greenville, but they've come out, they're playing football, they're getting after it. We're killing ourselves right now with 2 successive penalties.
Yep, several good plays right in a row there, and then we have 2 penalties in a row, and that's the greatest way to kill a drive. Now we're back to 2nd and about 18, so a little bit of yardage to make up. Hopefully we can hit something, get about half of it here and then get the other half on 3rd down and turn that down box over so we don't have to give the football back to Little Elm.
2nd and about a country mile. Ball sitting at the 27-yard line of Greenville. I formation. And now we referee signaling timeout. Timeout, Little Elm. So with 10:17 left, we'll have a 30-second timeout and come back with more Greenville Lions football. 10:17 in the 3rd quarter. Score Little Elm 17, Greenville 10. Greenville's had 2 successive penalties in a row, a holding penalty, which wiped out another 1st down, and then an offside penalty by Greenville. So instead of a 1st and 10 at about the 47-yard line, we're looking at 2nd and 18 from the 27-yard line. But, Chuck, so far the Lions have come out and are playing some inspired football offensively so far in this 3rd quarter.
That's right, with the exception of the 2 penalties, which have really hurt. They haven't been able to stop us yet. We'll see what happens here on 2nd and 18.
Draw play this time to Harris. Harris has a little daylight. Is able to pick up maybe 4 or 5 yards. Breaks to the outside. Foot race now. 1st down, Greenville Lions. LaJorian Harris running like a man on a mission. Actually, I do think he's about a yard short, but, man, what an effort by LaJorian Harris that time on that draw play, Chuck.
It really was. The draw set up pretty nicely. He got hit with it for about a 4 or 5 yard gain and then broke out of the pile and took it to the outside and almost got the 1st down. I think he's about a yard short.
Yeah, he went out just where the the yard marker was, but it's going to be about 3rd and 1. But again, if Greenville can overcome the mistakes, they've got a nice drive going right here, and looks completely different so far than they did the first half.
Absolutely, that front line up there, and again, we'll mention their names here. I'll get the right tackle in, who is Colton Edmonds, and the right guard, Matthew Woodson, 68, and it's 3rd and 1 at the 45.
3rd and 1, Jethro Davis quarterback sneak, and it looks like he has a 1st down just past the sticks, but it was 3rd and short, and I think they're going to give him the spot and the 1st down. But
Going to be
1st
close.
down.
They make it a 1st down.
Woo, that did look close. Earl's got those eagle eyes, though. I remember that from a couple of years
That's
ago.
right.
Earl knows, man.
Earl can spot it within a centimeter, can he?
And Earl very quickly said 1st down. I'm going to believe Earl.
Absolutely.
He's got it. 1st and 10, the ball at the 46-yard line of the Greenville Lions driving. Option play left, and this time Davis is not able to get out of it. Little Elm was able to come and crash through with about 3 defenders. He never even got to his mesh point or his read point. The defense of Little Elm was able to crater in on him pretty quickly.
Yeah, usually you make it, you go to that end man on the line of scrimmage and then you read him, whether you cut it up inside of him or whether you take it to him and then pitch it to the outside. And that time, Jeffro never could get to the end man, to his option read, and just kind of reversed his field, and then the pursuit kind of got him from the backside. So not much of a play there. Loss of 1 for the Lions.
2nd and 11, ball at the 45-yard line of the Lions. I formation, play action pass, and Davis is under a lot of pressure. They didn't even look at the play action. We should have given it that time. He'd have probably broken the draw that time. Tried to hit his fullback, Austin Martin, in the flat, but to no avail. which incomplete pass falls harmlessly to the turf, leaves us 3rd and 11.
Yeah, not a great play there either. Just too much leakage. He didn't even have time to get his feet set. He was throwing while he still had it in reverse and never quite got the ball out to Martin in the flat. So 3rd down and 11, big play for the Lions. We're down to 8 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. And the Lions trail the Little Elm Lobos 17-10. So 3rd and 11 from the Lions 45.
Davis back to pass. Good protection this time. Looking to scramble. Breaks free in the secondary. Gets close to the first. Well, it's going to come about 3 yards short of the first down. But that time, a little bit better protection. But looked like Davis had his mind made up. He was going to run that ball that time.
Yeah, he looked like he wanted to do a little bit of what we saw last year with Elton Dennis back there. You know, the things don't look open real quick. I'm going to tuck it under my arm and go. And he made a nice gain out of it, about 8 yards. It's 3rd and would be 4th now, and a long 3 for the Lions. It looks like they're going to go for it.
Looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and I'd say 3. Let's call it 4th and 4. But Greenville go ahead and gambling early in the 3rd quarter. I formation, 2 split, 1 tight end to the left. Option play where they came out with, pitches this time, and Harris is going to be eaten up in the back. He never ever had a chance with that play. Boy, I tell you what, I don't know. Somebody missed a block. I think the tight end did not get his block that time, and he didn't get the seal on the corner, and Harris never had a chance when he got the pitch. He had a defender on him as soon as the pitch came into his arms.
Yeah, not very well blocked out there. They had a defender on the quarterback, which forced him to pitch, and then Harris had a defender right in his face as well, so as soon as the pitch got there, so did the Little Elm Lobo, and we lost about 6 on the play and turned the football over to the Lobos on the Greenville 45-yard line.
1st and 10, spread formation for the Little Elm Lobos. Motion in the backfield, handoff to number 19, Sanders. Sanders breaks into the secondary and picks up a quick 10 yards. Had a couple of Greenville defenders in the area, but were not able to make the play. And very quickly, Sanders scampers and picks up the first down for Little Elm. So it looks like Little Elm is just going to pick up right where they left off, running the quick hitters and using their good skill athletes to gouge big yards that time. That pick up about 9.
Yeah, they do pretty good job of sealing off the front 4 of the Lions, front 5 of the Lions, and then they get a little scat back loose with the football, and you got to chase them down. And that time we didn't get him until he almost picked up the first down. So 2nd and a short, 1 yard for the Lobos.
Ball on the 36-yard line, inside give to Johnson, and Mars, number 20, the starting running back. Short gain of about 2 yards, but it is enough for the first down. So first down Lobos, ball resting at the 33-yard line of the Greenville Lions. Again, the Greenville was in this situation several times in the first half. Most of the time they were able to stiffen up and at least get Little Elm to try a field goal try. We don't need to give up a cheap touchdown right here, Chuck, because it would really make it tough if we go down by 14.
No, we need a stop here, and they're on the 33-yard line, so we still got time to stiffen up a little bit and keep them out of the end zone.
Pullman takes the ball, quarterback give right up the middle for about 6 yards. Nice gain that time by Little Elm. Got behind a wall of blockers and was able to just scat his way up and pick up a gain of, like I said, about 6, maybe 7, moving the ball down to the 28-yard line of Greenville, which would bring up 3rd and about 4.
Yeah, these are quick little backs for Little Elm. Quarterback's quick, and so are the 2 running backs. They all look about the same. They're all about 5'9", maybe 150, 160 pounds. Not very big, but they can really scoot.
2nd and 4, ball resting at the 27-yard line of the Greenville Lions. Pull him into the running back and gives inside to Mars. 1 tackle missed. Number 72, Brenton Lane, just got enough of his shoestring to bring him down after about a 2-yard gain. So I don't think he got the first down. He did not. So nice play by Mr. Lane there, which brings up 3rd and about 3rd and 3, Chuck. Big play right here.
Yeah, this is the one where you need to, to buck up and make the stop. We can't let them get a first down here. Force them into a long field goal situation, and we'll see where we go from there.
3rd and 3, spread formation. 2 receivers on both sides. Quarterback draw. Pull him loose in the secondary. Is brought down at about the 18-yard line, but is able to pick up the first down after about a 7-yard scramble. So, again, Little Elm keeps the drive alive, moving the ball down to the Greenville 18-yard line. First and 10 at the 18.
Yeah, that looked like a design quarterback draw back there. There's a Greenville Lion down on the play. He squirted, broke the line of scrimmage, and then we had to chase him down, and we couldn't get him until he was down to the 17-yard line. So first down for Little Elm. There is a Greenville Lion they're tending to down there. It looks like it may be Cobby Johnson, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Okay, so with the injury timeout, we'll take a 30-second timeout to hear from some of our patrons. 6:17 left in the third quarter. Little Elm 17, Greenville 10. Cobby Johnson was the line that was shaken up, walked off the field under his own power, looked to be okay. Earl said when he went to tackle the Little Elm ball carrier, he came down in a very awkward position, shook him up a little bit. First and 10, ball at the 18-yard line. Little Elm comes out with tight end to the right, two receivers to the right, one to the left. Mars, the running back, give to Mars, and is quickly brought down by number 21, Justin Castleberry, linebacker from Greenville, after about a 2-yard gain. So good reaction that time by Castleberry. But again, Little Elm knocking at the door where they've been most of the evening tonight, Chuck.
They have been. A lot of the football games have been played with a Greenville in their own territory with their backs to the end zone, and we're here again. Second down and about 7. The ball rests on about the 19-yard line.
Second and 7, ball sitting, I think it's the 14-yard line.
I'm sorry, the 14-yard line.
Twins to the right, two receivers in the backfield. Quarterback fakes it and easily walks in. Faked the sweep to one side, pulled it out, reversed his field, and just walked into the end zone. Very easy for Chuck. That was a little bit too easy that time.
That was too easy, and the same thing that we commented on in the first half, the backside defensive end has to stay home back there and force him to the inside where there's help. And he faked the handoff to the right and brought it back to the left side, and there was nobody there. And he kind of just waltzed his way into the end zone. It was a pretty easy touchdown. So Little Elm takes a 23-10 lead over the Lions with the extra point pending here.
Point after attempt on the way. The snap, the hold, the kick, and the kick is good. With 5:33 left in the third quarter, the score, Little Elm 24, Greenville 10. More Greenville Lions football in 2 minutes. Little Elm kicks off. Greenville having a hard time fielding the ball. Finally picked up by number 16 from Greenville. And the ball carrier from Greenville, number 16, Anthony Rios, runs backwards trying to get away from the Little Elm defenders and is brought down at about the 15, 16-yard line of Greenville. So, Chuck, they had a hard time handling that squib kick that time.
Yeah, looks like Little Elm's gone to the squib kick. They don't want to get it back to to Cobby and the gang back there, who could bring one back on them. I think they're scared of our return game, so they kick it short and it kind of bounced around and finally picked up and then ran backwards for about 5 yards, and so we have to start at the 17-yard line.
First and 10, give to Jorian Harris. Harris fumbled the ball, picked it up, was able to almost continue without a break in his stride. Very lucky that time, and picked up about 4 yards. But that could have been disastrous if we had lost that fumble.
Could have been disaster way down there. We're down inside our 20, and we're bouncing the ball off the turf. Unfortunately for us, it bounced right back into his arms, and he kept going, like you said, almost didn't miss his stride and picked up about 4 on the play.
Good awareness by LaJorian Harris to get that ball gathered up and get what he got.
That's absolutely right.
Second and 6, ball resting at the 22-yard line of the Greenville Lions. Davis at quarterback, looking to throw the ball under a heavy rush, is grabbed, gets away, still running, breaks loose, breaks free. Now's in positive yardage, move all the way up to the 27-yard line. Boy, what a great job that time by Davis. And Chuck, I was watching the linebackers that time. All Little Elm is bringing 7 and 8 every time they are shooting linebackers.
Yep.
And they are just trying to cause chaos. That time, Davis was able to escape the pressure on a great athletic play and picked up about 7 yards and almost got the first down.
Yeah, I think they figure it's a win-win situation for them. They plug the gaps for all the running plays, and then if it happens to be a pass on Greenville's part, then they've got a lot of pressure on Davis. That time he showed some great athleticism and dodged about 3 of them back there. Brought the ball out to about the 28-yard line. Not sure if they're going to give him the first down or not. We've got a timeout, so
it's very close. They have the second down marker right at the sticks. They're going to measure.
So, Dave, since we got a moment while they're measuring for that first down, that Little Elm drive, that was 7 plays, 45 yards, again, a short field, 2 minutes and 29 seconds off the clock. They were all running plays in a relatively easy 14-yard run by Pullum for the touchdown.
Yeah, I tried to forget about that drive, Earl, but thanks for reminding us.
Well, I mean, that's part of what I get paid for. Oh, wait, did I say that's part of what I'm here for, is the good and the bad.
Okay. Well, they're measuring for the first down as we speak. Again, great job on that last scramble by Davis. Part out of necessity and part out of opportunity that presented itself. He wanted to throw the ball. The Greenville receiver was open, but again, he had a lot of pressure in his face from both outside and inside linebackers, and they're just stunning the linebackers every play, trying to cause as much confusion for the Lions. So if we do break one, we'll have a foot race in the secondary if we can get Harris loose in the past the line of scrimmage and the linebackers. He'll have a open field to run in.
Yeah, that's a lot of the reason why some of those, those plays that take a while to develop back there, deep in the eye plays aren't developing because there's so many guys coming that you can't sort through all the traffic and get into the secondary. And also the reason some of the shorter, quick-hitting plays like the trap to the fullback and stuff have been successful. So we'll see how the Greenville Lions do here. They got about 6 inches to go on third down.
Quarterback sneak by Davis, and looks like he should have it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Earl?
Man, it looked like he kind of went mostly sideways.
Well, his initial surge looked like he had it.
Yeah, I see him on the ground. He got it.
Okay. If Earl says he has it, he's got it, folks. So it should be a first down at the Greenville. Well, Earl called it again. First down, Greenville at the 29-yard line. So Greenville keeps the drive alive deep in their own end zone. So I will say this, Chuck, they're down by 14, but they are not giving up. They are still clawing and fighting in this game to try to get everything they can. So hats off to the Greenville Lions and Coach Cooper for keeping this team going when they're down by 14.
Yeah, I'm sure that probably is not going to be an issue. And let me call out the rest of the offensive linemen. Joe Aiken is the center, number 76. Vince Young is the left guard, number 62, and left tackle is Carlos Carter.
A lot of movement before the ball. Counterplay this time to Harris. No flags. Boy, I sure thought it was offsides that time by Little Elm. They were in our backfield before the ball was snapped. It looked to me, I don't know if you guys saw the same thing I did.
It looked like a lot of moving around going on out there, but then nobody threw a flag, and we lost about 3 yards on the play. That was a little counterplay to LaJorian on the left side, and a lot of Little Elm defenders in on the tackle, maybe a half a dozen white shirts over there to greet him.
Yeah.
And just no room to go at all on that one. So we'll have to take it second and about 13. We're on our own 25-yard line.
Second and 13 on the 25, just as Chuck said. Greenville taking a long time to get the play in, but we still have 13 seconds left on the clock. But we can't afford, and we're going to either need to take a timeout or get this ball snapped down to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, and Davis does call timeout. Good job by Davis recognizing that we were in danger of getting a penalty. So Greenville takes a timeout, and with 2:44 left in the third quarter, the score, Little Elm 24, Greenville 10. More Greenville Lions football in 30 seconds. 2:44 left in the third quarter. Little Elm 24, Greenville 10. Greenville's resting on the 26-yard line, looking at a second and 13. Has had some success tonight running the ball in the second half. They take 2 steps forward and maybe 1 step back. Had some penalties, hurt a drive, and this time a counterplay that was dropped for a 2-yard gain. Sprint out pass this time. Davis lets the ball go. Caught by Sellers, number 11. Nice job, nice play that time by the wide receiver, number 11 from Greenville. Hooks up at the at about a 15-yard curl and gets Greenville another first down. Chuck, a nice throw that time, boy. Davis had time to set his feet and delivered a strike down the field.
He has thrown the ball very well tonight when he has had some timing, and also thrown it quite well when he's been scrambling. Pretty impressive show by Jeffro Davis in his first start of his career. Junior quarterback for the Greenville Lions. First down for them on their own 43.
1st and 10, Greenville in the I formation. Tight end to the left, twins to the right, motion by Greenville. Harris gets free and gets up about 4 or 5 yards. Nice power play off the left corner, but it will be called back because of illegal procedure against the wide receiver from Greenville, number 37. And again, that is Anthony Davis.
He was anxious.
Yeah, mental mistake, and again,
huge mental mistake because he's on the way far on the right-hand side, and the ball's going to the left. He's extremely insignificant on that play. Could have just stayed in his stance and been better off than taking off early. So
we take
that's a silly one.
Well, yeah, we take a positive play that we've needed so badly tonight in the running game, and we turn it into something negative just because we're not thinking. But number 37, Anthony Davis, a senior receiver and cornerback, but hurt us on that play that time. Hopefully he'll be able to come back and redeem himself. 1st and 15, the ball moved back to the 37-yard line of Greenville. I formation, Rios at fullback this time, Harris at tailback, Davis at quarterback. Counter play, Davis is able to squirt through, or Harris is able to squirt through and pick up about 5 yards. One of the better times we run the counter. They're staying with it, Chuck. And that time, that counter play didn't look too bad. Picked up about 5.5 yards.
That's right. Yeah, well, that was much better execution. It seems like the linemen are holding their blocks a little bit longer here in the second half. And the Greenville's been able to put together some nice running plays. Unfortunately, we sprinkle in the penalties along the way, and it makes things a whole lot tougher for us.
Yeah, it makes things tough on a team that's, trying to get everything together, learning new offense, just trying to find themselves. But seeing some good things in the second half so far.
Absolutely, yeah. There's been some better running lanes, and they certainly haven't given up, and that's really all you can ask for from these young men.
2nd and 9 from the 43-yard line of Greenville. Number 4 comes in and sticks his head up there and really looks like he's going to break it, and then is just yanked back. Number 4 is Alfred Champion from Greenville. Gave it a good effort, but only picked up about a half a yard, which is going to leave us about 3rd and 9 with the ball resting at the 43-yard line of the Lions.
Yeah, he got trapped, a little sweep to the left-hand side, and there was too many white-shirted Lobos over there, and he ran into a buzzsaw over there and kind of just repelled him. He kind of looked like a pinball when he hit the big stack over there for no gain, essentially, and it's 3rd down and about 9 for the Lions from their own 44-yard line.
3rd and 9 from the 44, I formation. Davis back to throw, bootleg, has a man open, throws it, and there's got to be some interference.
That watching the player's reaction, I think that ball might have been tipped. I'm not sure.
Well, Longview looks like it, and they have come up with the ball. It's an interception for Lobos. I keep saying Longview. I apologize. Little Elm. It's an interception. Davis was trying to make something happen. Had Sellers in the general area. The ball was tipped, and then bodies went to flying and knocking about each other. And but number 3 from Little Elm came up with the ball. So interception at the 45-yard line of Little Elm. Little Elm comes in to pull him under center, 2 tight ends. Gives this time to number 7, Johnson. And Johnson is taken down by Cobby Johnson, number 9, coming up from his safety spot after a pickup of about 4 yards that time.
Yeah, right up the middle that time for number 7, Johnson for Little Elm, tackled by number 9, Johnson for Greenville. So he picked up 3, I guess, on the play. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Little Elm Lobos 24, Greenville Lions 10.
We'll come back with more Greenville Lions football in 2 minutes. And welcome back to TA Cotton Ford Stadium. The beginning of the 4th quarter. 12 minutes left in this ball game. Coach Cooper's opener. The score, Little Elm 24, Greenville 10. 2nd and 7, ball resting at the 43-yard line of Little Elm. Pulling is in early trouble, is able to scat and cut and slash his way down to the 43-yard line of Greenville, but there is a late flag
Against Greenville.
Personal foul of some sort.
Yeah, it looks like a personal foul. Boy, that was a late flag. I don't know who it was against, but something that we couldn't see. Personal foul against Greenville. That's going to be a big 15-yarder, and that's really going to hurt. That's going to take the ball, Chuck, all the way down to about the 32-yard line of Greenville.
Yeah, that's not much help here. You know, we just we had them down to a 3rd and 3 or so, and then we let them off the hook and give them a first down in our own territory on about the own 33-yard line, and not sure exactly what happened. Some sort of a personal foul after the play was over. So
something
a
happened.
little bit of loss of composure there on the Lions.
Yeah, somebody took a swing or pushed or shoved or just something like that, and we didn't see from here, but something happened and it cost the Lions big time. 1st and 10, ball at the 33-yard line, Greenville Lions. Little Elm once again driving. Johnson in the backfield, wrapped up big time by number 28 from Greenville, inside linebacker Zachary Nichols. But we have another flag on the play against Little Elm and a holding, boy. So the Lions get 10 yards back of their 15-yard penalty. So after 2 successive plays, Little Elm comes up with a 5-yard gain.
So, David, in that third quarter there, Greenville had, stat-wise anyway, a nice third quarter. They ran 17 plays and gained 72 yards, so, that's good. Little Elm didn't have the ball a whole lot. They only went 8 plays and 47 yards. Unfortunately, they did put another touchdown up.
And Greenville had a couple penalties that hurt at least one good promising drive. So Greenville comes out third quarter and establishes themselves a little bit better offensively and played a little bit better football than they did in the first half.
Yeah, they ran the ball much better than they did in the first half.
Okay, with all the trading of the penalties, we have 1st and 20. The ball resting at the 44-yard line of Greenville. Pulling back to pass, giving chase again, and the good pressure that time again by number 28, Zachary Nichols. Zachary Nichols has been pretty busy Greenville defender on this past series, Chuck, and really looked good.
Yeah,
not only tackling but putting pressure on the quarterback.
Played a good football game. Britton Lane was back in the backfield chasing the quarterback around too, and he just kind of dunked it out at the feet of his receiver just to get rid of it from being sacked. So good play by the Greenville Lions there. Good coverage also. Risky had the tight end covered well in the flat.
2nd and 20, ball at the 43-yard line of the Greenville Lions. Greenville stiffening up on defense. Little Elm back in the spread formation. Ball's on the ground. Greenville Lions giving chase. And Pullman is able to get out of bounds, but again lost about 7 yards on the bad snap. So right now Little Elm is having a hard time controlling their offense and getting back to the methodical nature that they had so well established the first half. So Greenville able to get 2 successive breaks on 2 plays and brings up 3rd and, I don't know.
49 down to the 23, so that's what, 26?
Yeah, 3rd and 26, 3rd and 28. So Greenville right now, defense is doing pretty well, along with some miscues from Little Elm's center and offensive line.
Yeah, that's been a problem for them all night long, just getting the snap and getting the play underway.
2 tight ends set, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back. Pullman's still the quarterback. Ball was snapped, but the referees blew it dead. Not sure why. Don't see any flags. Earl, you see any flags?
Delay of game.
Delay of game, but backs up another 5 yards. Man, they're going to be in the parking lot if this doesn't stop. So 3rd and 33.
31.
Well, it was
33.
Yeah, 3rd and 33.
Wait.
No, you're right.
31.
30,
No, 30. Well,
31 and a half.
Okay, well, the scoreboard says 33. That's what I'm looking at. So.
Well, no wonder you confuse me.
Okay, well, 3rd and a long way. Spread formation, Little Elm. 3rd and a whole lot. Backside blitz coming. Greenville defense collapses, is able to collapse on Pullman. He's still trying to go, but is finally taken down by number 23, Buchanan. 72, Britton Lane is in on the tackle. And a whole host of Greenville Lions, but good defensive series that time, Chuck. Good coverage downfield. That's what I'm seeing right there. That was a good series for our secondary. giving Pullman nobody to throw to.
That's absolutely right, David. It's been a good defensive coverage for in a lot of respects from the passing game, and you expect this early that bits and pieces will get better as time goes on, and the coverage has been pretty good overall most of the night.
Number 9, Johnson, is back to receive the punt along with 37, Anthony Davis. Good punt by Little Elm. Hits at the 10-yard line. Johnson decides to just let it bounce, and wisely so. Greenville receivers were really up too far and didn't think Little Elm was going to kick it that far. I could tell it took them by surprise, but nice punt by the Little Elm punter. And Greenville is pinned all the way back on about the 11-yard line.
Yeah, it was a good punt by the Little Elm punter and good discipline by Cobby back there. When that thing starts bouncing around, the best thing you can do inside your own 10-yard line is get away, and that's what he did. Let it die, and Little Elm downed it down there on the 9. So the Lions will take possession with 10 minutes and 9 seconds left in the football game on their own 9-yard line.
Greenville breaks the huddle. I formation, twins to the left, tight end to the right. Harris remains at fullback. Inside trap that time to Martin. It has worked well earlier, but not that time. This Little Elm is ready for the fullback trap, and it actually lost a yard that time.
Yeah, nothing in there that time. I don't know what happened. It looks like, maybe one of the linebackers scraped right into it, but boy, he was sitting there just waiting. And that thing hits quick. We must not have blocked him at all.
Well, like I said, Little Elm is so active in the blitz tonight. They brought their linebacker, really their front 7. They just brought them all night, just pressure, pressure, pressure. And at times we've been able to break and we have a foot race. But if they get you to the line of scrimmage, they've got you.
Yep.
2nd and 11, option to the right. Pitch back to Harris. Harris takes it, scoots out to about the 15-yard line. Late hit. Boy, should be a flag on that. He was a good 2 steps out of bounds and was drilled by a Little Elm defender. And I really have a hard time believing that there's not a late hit on that. He was way out of bounds, Earl, didn't you think?
I agree. I mean, I thought he was, like I said, 2 steps out.
Yeah, the play was way over, and that defender from Little Elm just drilled him. But no flag on the play, so Greenville continues to go. Brings up 3rd and 6. Nice run that time, about a 5-yard run to give at least, if we don't get the first down here, a little more room to punt. 3rd and 6, the ball resting at the 13-yard line of the Greenville Lions. Counter play this time to Harris, and Harris is swallowed up quickly. Looked like there was a miscommunication of exactly what was supposed to happen. The play did not develop very well, and the linemen were slow to get out, and Harris had to go around Davis to get the handoff, and it really threw the timing off. And so not a good series that time for the Greenville Lions, and they're going to be punting from their end zone.
Yeah, I think one of the two, either the quarterback or the running back, turned the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because it looked like it was the draw set up to go, but the handoff was not real clean, and then he broke to the left, and it looked like it had set up to the right-hand side. So
I think Harris was still hurting from that last play.
Could be.
Good deep snap. Risky, nice kick. Fielded at about the 43-yard line. Greenville punt team down very good, but misses the first wave. A flag is down. Number 19, Sanders, is going to take the ball all the way down to about the 5-yard line before he steps out of bounds. But there is a flag. Little Elm is celebrating, pointing to the Greenville Lions as if it's against them. I'm not sure. But Greenville had it covered pretty good, Chuck, initially. Just didn't make the play with the first wall of defenders.
No, they didn't. He squirted past that first wall of defenders and cut back to the right side, right up the sideline, which was the short side, and made pretty good progress down to about the 6, it looked like. I don't know what the flag was, but evidently it was against Greenville because they picked it up and didn't accept the penalty. So Little Elm knocking on the door again here with just 8 minutes and 25 seconds to go. They lead the Lions 24-10. And they've got the ball on the Greenville Lions 6 after a real nice punt return, again up the short side of the field, which which normally should be pinned off, but pretty nice run by number 19 up the narrow side of the field. So 1st and 6 for the Lobos from the Greenville 6-yard line.
Yeah, 1st and goal, 6-yard line, spread formation, twins to the left, one receiver to the right, inside give, no pull to the fake with the quarterback, and he will actually fumbled the ball, but it looked like he fumbled it out of bounds at about the half-yard line, and they will retain possession.
Ooh.
But
well, the official was right there on top of it, but if he'd fumbled it out of the end zone, it would have been Greenville's ball.
yeah, it looked like he fumbled it right before he got to the goal line. But yeah, that being a little bit lazy on the punt return really cost the Greenville Lions in
Yeah, it makes for a very, very short field for the
6 yards
Lobos.
is pretty short.
6 yards is pretty easy, fairly easy to get in four tries down there. That's 4 down territory.
Second and goal from about the half-yard line. Little Elm looking to cash in again. Give inside to Mars. Walks in easily. There is a flag on the play. Which we're hoping would be offsides against Little Elm. No indication so far. That's what we're thinking.
Illegal procedure.
Against Little Elm. So Greenville gets a break. The touchdown is called back, and we'll move back to about the 6-yard line now. It'll bring second and goal from the 6. But Chuck, tonight Greenville has several times have put themselves in very bad field position, and we talked about earlier. We talked about the ability to control the punting game and the kicking game, and that has hurt Greenville tonight.
Yeah, when you have a couple evenly matched teams, like these really are, and the kicking game always presents the advantage in that situation. Whoever kicks the ball better, returns the ball better, tends to win these close football games.
Second and goal. Pullman takes the ball, fakes the inside handoff, and quarterback Keep takes it all the way down to about the 3-yard line. Set up third and goal from the 3. Greenville trying to stiffen up on defense to keep the ball game respectable with 7:56 left on the clock. 24-10, Little Elm in the lead. Little Elm knocking at the door. Big play right here, 3rd and 3. Greenville really needs to stiffen up and get a stop here and keep them out of the end zone if they have any chance of getting back in this ball game. A touchdown here would just about seal it up for Little Elm.
Yeah, you would think so, David. They're two touchdowns down now, and 3 touchdowns down with about 7 minutes to go is going to be very difficult to come back.
Really going to make it tough. 3rd and 3, spread formation, 2 tight ends. Inside give to Mars, and Mars is denied. And there's a fumble at the end.
He scored.
Okay. Touchdown. The ball came out, you were just hoping that he had not crossed the goal line, but the referee does signal touchdown, and the score goes to Little Elm 30 and Greenville 10 with the point after attempt on the way. Yeah, Chuck, I tell you what, when you give yourself a short field from 6 yards out, it's hard to keep a team out.
Yeah, it is very difficult to keep any team out when it's 1st and 10 or 1st and goal on the 6th. And the Greenville Lions put up a pretty valiant fight, but finally gave in.
The point after attempt is up and good with 7:21 left in the 4th quarter. The score, Little Elm 31, Greenville 10. More Greenville Lions football in 2 minutes. 7:20 left at Cotton Forest Stadium. Season opener tonight. Coach Cooper's first opening game as a varsity head coach. Down 21 points. The ensuing kickoff taken by Harris. Harris trying to make something happen. Dances up to the 30, 35, and the 40-yard line by LaJory Harris. Nice return that time, Chuck. Harris, the tailback, trying to make something happen.
Yeah, he's certainly got the athletic ability back there when he has a little bit of room to go, and that was a nice return out past the 40-yard line, I think, somewhere around the 40 at least, and we'll see where they spot it. But Greenville down 3 touchdowns now with about 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the football game. You want to see them, just continue to work on their base offense and see if you can put a drive together and put it in the end zone, get something positive to go home on for a week before we go to Terrell next week.
Yeah, this is some of the best field position we've started with. Greenville comes down the I formation, 1 tight end, 2 wide outs, pitch to Harris, nice little lane. Harris squirts through, is able to pick up a nice, 9.5, almost 10-yard gain. Again, Greenville is not laying down and not quitting. That was the old power sweep.
Yeah, the old toss sweep. We saw that a lot when Marvin Sedbury was in town, and that looked like the old Marvin Sedbury group there. A couple of blockers out in front. Both got good blocks and about 8 or 9 yards on the carry. So, again, it's nice to see the Lion kids, not giving up at this point, and somebody's walking off.
That's Harris.
That's Harris with looks like an ankle or a knee problem
Yeah.
maybe, but he's on his feet, so it doesn't look like it's too serious.
Yeah, that's Harris. Hopefully he'll just take a breather and be back in. Inside, give this time to champion, number 4, the backup tailback, and is not able to go anywhere. Immediately smothered by the Little Elm defense. And again, we take one step forward and 2 steps back. That we had a third. That was second in about 6 inches, and we lose about 3 yards on the play. Now we're back in 3rd and 3, and boys, the way this defense is playing is, this is going to be a battle right here.
Well, it is.
Get this first down.
It is, but this is the kind of things, these are the kind of things that build a little bit of character here. If we can put together a good play here, get a first down, keep the chains going and keep this drive going and get something, again, positive to get out of here with.
Greenville in the I formation. Greenville attempts to get set, and I think we're going to have a delay of game. Again, mistakes are killing Greenville. We go from a 2nd and 6 inches to a 3rd and 7 on a loss of 3 yards and then a delay of game. So, again, Greenville putting itself in a bad situation. Comes out in an I formation, tied into the right. Bootleg this time. Jeffro looks, going to try to do it himself. Is not able to get out. Looked promising for a second. And the fullback looked like he didn't know whether to block or go out for the pass route. He got caught in no man's land.
Yep.
And all of a sudden the bootleg became a naked bootleg, and his cover was gone and not able to pick up the first down.
That's right. That's one thing you got to make a decision out there. You either got to block or you got to go out, one or the other. You can't stand there and and try to think of what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Things are happening too fast, and unfortunately Jeffro couldn't get a lot done on the corner over there and picked up a couple yards, and it turned, we got to turn the ball over to him.
Risky back to punt, gets off a nice high punt. He hits it about the 32-yard line, begins to roll backwards, and is down quickly by number 80 from Greenville. Good hustle that time by number 80. Let's see his Lane White. Lane White, good job on the punting team, getting down and keeping the ball from rolling back into the Greenville's side of the field. So Little Elm will take over 1st and 10 with 5:34 left at the 34-yard line, their own 34-yard line. And second half, Greenville playing a little better at times, making mental mistakes at times, but we'll talk a little bit about that more. Little Elm lines up in a single back, gives the ball to Johnson, the running back. Johnson's able to rip off about 6 yards, moving the ball up to the 41-yard line of Little Elm. Nice running play. I think Little Elm right now will just be happy to just grind this one out and get out of here with a victory, up by 21 with 5:15 left. Score 31-10, Little Elm.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see anything fancy now. They'll keep the ball on the ground, try to keep the clock running. They got a 3-touchdown advantage at this point, and they'll just try to run it out, get on the bus, and get back to Little Elm without anybody getting hurt and with a big victory in their pocket.
Little Elm comes out 2 tight ends, runs the counter play on the inside. Johnson still on his feet, running hard. A nice play of about 12 yards, goes all the way up to the 48-yard line of the Lions. Again, Greenville looks like they had him for about a 2 or 3 yard gain, but having a hard time hanging on to tackles tonight.
These kids at Little Elm run hard, though. They're certainly not giving anything up at this point.
No.
They got a half a dozen backs that we've seen, a couple quarterbacks and a few tailbacks in there, and every one of them runs hard. They all look about the same, as I said before. They're all about 150, 160 pounds, but they don't give up.
1st and 10, ball at the Greenville 47-yard line. Little Elm on the march. Inside counter play. Number 7, Johnson from Little Elm, again able to pick up about 7 or 8 yards. Greenville at the point of attack, just not able to wrap him up and hang on to him. Moves the ball down to the 42 yards of the Lions. Time continues to run with 4 minutes left. The score is 31, Little Elm 31, Greenville 10. and Greenville just trying to hang on and make it respectable, Chuck.
Yeah, just trying to shut it down and get out of here with without another score. I'm sure Little Elm's got the quarterback under the center now, and they're going to keep it very conservative and try to run the clock out.
Straight handoff this time, and a nice play that time by the Greenville defense, met by number 23 of Greenville, Devontae Buchanan, fills in at a linebacker, meets Johnson in the hole and drops it for about a yard loss. So nice play that time by the Greenville defense, able to step up and make a play.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the Greenville Lion kids. You got to give them credit. They certainly haven't given up. They haven't packed it up, and that's a good thing. We've seen that some in the past with some teams, and certainly not the case with Greenville Lions tonight. They continue to play hard.
Little Elm keeps it on the ground. Clock continues to run. 3 minutes left in the ball game. 2 tight end set. Straight handoff this time by number, I believe that's 28 for Little Elm. I'm not sure. I'll check his number. But number 50 from Greenville making the play. Chase Lamb from his nose guard position makes a nice play and is able to drop him for about a 2-yard loss, which will bring up 4th and 7.
That's a nice stop there. Chase Lamb has played a pretty good football game. Number 50, been pretty active in there in the middle. Made some tackles for losses and really worked hard.
The loss on that play forces Little Elm into a punt formation. Number 9, Johnson, is back to receive the punt, standing on about his 6-yard line. Again, Greenville's anticipating a punt. Clock running, 2:17, 2:16. The snap, the kick. Johnson looks like he might be able to field this one and elects not to. Ball kind of short hopped him. And number 37, Anthony Davis, was down there blocking, trying to make something happen, and the ball rolls out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. So with 2:04 left, trailing by 21, Greenville Lions will take the ball over and try to make something happen offensively in the last couple of minutes. But Chuck, seen some good things, see some mental things, see some things that it kind of say, hey, we're on the right track. But like I said, first game, mixed thoughts on the performance tonight. But one thing I do know that the kids have not quit. They played hard the whole time, and that's what's important.
That's really what's important, David. You're going to have mistakes. This is a new group of kids, a new coaching staff, a new season. They've only really been together since, the first part of August, so, less than a month really. To have to put in a new system, new numbering, new play calls, and get, all the new schemes and a totally different offense from last year. With new people up front and new backs. I mean, everything is brand new here. So you pretty much got what you expected. I think that's what I expected to see at least. Some good stuff, some bad stuff.
1st and 10, ball on the 7-yard line. Harris is taken back and is almost taken back for a safety. Little Elm was signaling safety. It looks like he was able to get out on the 2-yard line. It was a toss sweep.
Yeah, I don't know why you would toss the ball when you're that close to the end zone.
Well, that's a base play for this offense, but unfortunately Little Elm is bringing a lot of pressure, and Greenville is not able to handle it. And our offensive tackles have really – I think we have a couple of young men that are getting their first varsity action, and, boy, they are going to learn a lot tonight of what not to do. And I'm sure the film session won't be real pleasant tomorrow, but – it is a learning experience for these young men that are getting their first varsity experience.
That's exactly right.
2nd and 15. LaJorian Harris takes the ball all the way up to the 11-yard line on the little delayed. Nice play that time. Gets them out of the shadow of their own end zone, and it moves the ball up about 7 or 8 yards. And like I said, gives a little bit of breathing room now for the Greenville Lions.
Yeah, he got it out to about the 11, then it'll be 3rd down and about 5 or so.
So a nice 10-yard run that time by Harris.
Yeah, got us out. The game's slipping away here. Obviously, only 40 seconds to go in the football game, but a nice play there. And again, no give up in these Lions at this point.
I formation that we had all night. Davis still the quarterback. Harris tailback. Looks like a sweep with Davis. Fakes it to Harris and just pulls it in and decides to run to the corner to pick up what he can. maybe picks up a half a yard, brings a 4th down with 16 seconds left. Greenville doesn't have to snap the ball and probably would be just as happy to let this one run out.
Yeah, I think that's the modus operandi here. It looks like they're coming off the side of the football field with just
3,
a couple of seconds to go.
2, 1, and that's the ball game. So, unfortunately, Coach Cooper's debut at home is not a successful one, but I'm sure that he and the Greenville Lions will learn some valuable lessons tonight. With our final score, Little Elm 31, Greenville 10.